Fabergé egg stolen from Dog and Duck. Welcome to Mark and Pete, where we look at a story that you just couldn't make up, but is of great value, I think. Here is Mark and Pete, two blokes with half an opinion. Now, here's our first thought.
Egg on your face. People who own a fabulous Fabergé egg may sometimes be oddly approached, so ensure you don't get in a scramble when it may be pinched or poached. What a tricky situation this is. Yes, and a remarkable story at the Dog and Duck in London. Yes, an opportunistic thief who stole a handbag containing an emerald-encrusted Fabergé egg worth up to a staggering £2.2 million has now been lost. And I must ask you, Mr. Pete, what have you done with it?
Well, I'm sorry to say, I thought that it was a Kinder Surprise, and I ate it. It's interesting, isn't it? Something an egg, a sort of ornamental item, quite small, could accidentally be stolen. It is so valuable. It's quite difficult sometimes to put the value on things. I mean, I've heard of Fabergé eggs. I don't even know if I would recognise one.
Well, these things are exquisitely produced. Of course, obviously, Fabergé, a well-known jeweler from the mid to late 19th century. Yes, he was, without any doubt, one of the most world's renowned jewelry makers, but he made numerous encrusted jewelry from objects like brooches as well as eggs. Now, the Fabergé egg themselves are world-renowned and extremely well known and crucially prized possessions. Now, what's remarkable about this is a lady called Rosie Dawson put this Fabergé egg in her handbag, decided to go to the Dog and Duck and place it between her legs. Somehow completely forgot herself, and a thief by the name of Enzo Conticelli decided that he would actually take the actual bag. Now, unbeknownst to him, he was probably thinking, well, I'll just steal the money and possibly some of the credit cards. Well, he did that. But what he found also in there was the surprise, as you say, the Kinder Surprise. Wasn't a Kinder chocolate egg; it was an jewel encrusted.
Of course, when he tried to sell it on eBay, that was where the difficulty arose.
Yes, I managed to get that for a good price. No, honestly. Now, the egg is made of 18-carat yellow gold. So for those who are looking out for this, and it took more than 100 hours to create. It is set with 104 diamonds and contains an uncut emerald from Zambia. Yes, now it's also accompanying the fact of many in other jewels and gold and other precious metals to make it up. But I will say, to your point, what on earth do you do with something like this? Now, maybe
How
some
can you
people
sell
will
it?
say you could break it down. But the irony is that in its current form, hopefully, it is worth more than the actual inherent materials. So if you do happen to, by chance, happen to come across this, do not break it down.
Yeah.
It is worth more in its current state.
Yes. Now, just a point. We try to look at Christian themes that just if they naturally arise from the story. And there's an idea in Christianity of recognizing something that's valuable sometimes can be difficult. But if you know what's of value, you'll go searching for it. And it's an interesting point how this Fabergé egg is like the story in the Bible of the pearl of great price, in which a merchant has lost one of his fine pearls, and so he gave away everything, sold everything, he did whatever he could to get it back. And I guess that's not quite the same, but those Fabergé eggs going for a couple of mil a piece, you do quite a lot to try and get it back. Although sometimes, and this again goes to the Christian theme, we are sort of cavalier with the value that we've got. You know, the great spiritual value we have from following Christianity, we could throw it away due to temptation or inattention, just as the lady did who went down the pub with it.
Yes. Well, I think that for those who have actually seen the actual egg itself, it's actually a relatively small piece. But the point here is that irrespective of whether this was stolen or not, it's now clearly on the black market because the police and the owners have not seen or had it returned. So I must admit that you do wonder then when you start to sort of think about something that's so exquisitely produced as a craft, is it really worth 2.2 million? Because at the end of the day, its actual value as a Fabergé piece, you can't really sell it because it's clearly stolen. You could almost argue it's worthless from the point of view of just simply the egg itself. So I agree with you also that in this particular case, it's unusual because, of course, it wasn't the targeted attack. The target was, of course, the handbag, and of course, the thief didn't realize what was in it. So, is this just simply that the thief has suddenly decided, even though he has been caught, incidentally, because he was caught on CCTV using cash and ironically the cards, he is not confessing as to where the actual egg is. So, what say you, Mr. Pete, to the thief in terms of what he should do? Should he now just confess and say where he's hidden the egg, or maybe some of his accomplices? What should he be doing now?
Well, I think morally speaking, so talking from a Christian ethical point of view, he should absolutely say where it is. In fact, he should give it back to its rightful owner. Strategically, no, he should hold out because he might be able to get a good plea deal.
Well, that's true. My suggestion is this: anybody who knows where the whereabouts of this Fabergé egg, come out of your shell and